Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. Today is Saturday. It is the 25th of February 2023. Uh, do an inside video. Both of the videos that I'll do today will be inside, and it has been a rainy day out there today, so good day to kind of hunker down, stay in the house, relax a little bit. I wanted to watch. Hello, baby. You're a good girl. She gets excited when I grab the camera because she thinks we're going out. So she got all excited, and then I said, "Nope, we're not going outside. We're doing it inside." And then she was disappointed. So anyway, wanted to talk to you about a couple things. And I think this is kind of important, and I think people need to think about these things. You know, prepping entails a lot of things. Making sure, everybody goes with the basics, right? Beans, bullets, and band-aids, right? That's generally the rule of thumb. Most people go with that. They don't think about anything else. They think about those three things, and they're hyper-focused, and they're, getting those things. Which those things are important, don't get me wrong. Very, very important. But when it comes to long-term survival, you need to be thinking about other things as well. So what do I mean by other things? So as I've said to you guys many, many times, in a true SHTF situation, you're going to have what you have. You've heard me say that over and over and over again. I've said that quite a bit. And so what I mean is other things that you need to be thinking about: building materials, screws, bolts, nails, those type of things, having an abundant supply of those, having the tools that you're going to need, right? Hammers, saws, drills, all those type of things, miter saw, whatever you feel that you may need, chop saw, those type of things, chainsaw. You can make sure you have, more than one chainsaw. Having those different things are going to come in unbelievably handy in a post-event. If you just focus on beans, bullets, and band-aids, then you're going to be sorely lacking with other things. And so other tools, gardening tools, being able to, if you have a hoe, those, like a handheld tool, if you're going to be digging in the dirt and stuff like that. All those things, they may seem unimportant now, but when that time comes, they're going to be absolutely hugely important. Tools are going to make your life a whole lot easier. So having, an abundance of things is, what they used to do back in the day. If they were getting rid of a building, an old building, whatever, they would burn it down, and they would collect all the nails. They would collect all the nails that was there, and they would reuse them. So they were being repurposed. And so there's not going to be any more trips to the store, folks. You're not going to be able to get out there and say, okay, well, I'll just go and get this, or I'll just go and get that. When I say to you, you're going to have what you have. So if you say, hey, I wish I'd like to have 10, 15 5-gallon buckets on hand, just in case I need them or anything like that. Well, guess what? You better get them. You better get. Speaking of which, I gotta look. I don't know what happened. I had a bunch of buckets out here, and I think that one windstorm that we had, I think that they're probably blown off the ledge. I'm gonna have to go and find them. I was just thinking about that. I'm going, wait a minute, those were not out there. What did I do with those? Anyway, sorry. But having the things that you're going to need to make your life easier. Having 5-gallon buckets, okay? Either for storage or for collecting water or whatever the case may be. 5 gallons of water, you may not think, well, that's not a whole lot of water. Well, boy, sure, I'll tell you what, it adds up. For somebody right now whose water collection is, either the rain catchment system off of the battery room or 5-gallon buckets. It's nice to have those 5-gallon buckets. And like the rain today, I had, I rotate obviously all my water all the time. And so like I knew we were going to get this rain coming in. So I, refilled buckets that were partly empty, rotated things around, and had empty buckets under the catch, for the catchments when the rains came in. And now those are full. So I mean, that's planning, preparing, being ready, those type of things. Another thing that I would suggest to people, have tarps. Make sure you have plenty of tarps. Duct tape. Something as simple as duct tape. Duct tape is an awesome thing that can be used in a lot of different ways. So there's a lot of things that we can utilize and use that's going to help us out in a post-event, and it's just a matter of trying to think outside the box a little bit. And I know people, like I said, they're focused on the big three, and the big three are important. You got to have medical supplies. You need to have food. You need to have a way to be able to protect what you have. But then again, when the time comes, you need to build. You need to build things. There's going to be projects that you're going to have to do that's going to make your life better. You're probably looking at, I mean, just gardening alone is a huge process, and making sure that, having extra plastic, making, rolls of plastic. I mean, that sounds silly, but it's going to make a big difference, long-term survival. So the more prepared that we are, the better shape that we're in, our chances of survival are going to be much better. None of us know what the weather's going to do in the future. That's the one thing I can guarantee you. None of us know what that weather's going to do. Is it going to be a mild winter? Is it going to be a rough winter? Are we going to have a really dry summer? Are we going to have a really wet summer? There's no guarantee of anything. And so the more prepared you are, water storage would be a big one, right? Making sure you have enough stored water that if you end up getting into a drought period where you're not going to have any water for a while, being able to utilize the water sources around you, number one. Being able to have enough stored water, in totes, and those type of things. That's going to be really important. So just a few things to think about. This video was more to try to get you to think outside the box. There's more to prepping than the 3 B's, okay? And so what I want to encourage you, seeds, making sure you have seeds. The more seeds you have, the better your chances are, moving forward. Because let's say you have 100 seeds, right? And you plan on, okay, I got these seeds, everything's going to be great, we're going to do fantastic, and then only half of them germinate. Well, now your 100 plants are now down to 50 plants, and you got to hope that they make it. So the more redundancy you have, the more stock of things that you have, it puts you in a better position. So just a few things to think about. So just planning ahead, being ready is really important. Okay? So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here for now. I'm going to get this video up for you. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I hope your Saturday is going well. There will be another video up at around 7 o'clock. I will have that up and ready to go for you. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Continue to prep. Continue to get ready. The unknown can be very scary, but the more prepared we are to deal with that unknown, the better position we're going to be in. Okay? So anyway, I am going to jump off for now. Remember, folks, we are truly all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we will be in much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. Prep Nurse 1, out for now.